So we are starting to make some plov, is how we pronounce it. This is my dad.
Hello guys.
And this is, how do I say, a meal, I guess. And it's Middle Eastern. We are Russian, but when there was the Soviet Union, there were a lot of different countries, and one of the countries was Uzbekistan, so we lived there for a little while. And this is something that I make there, and that's stuck with our family for a long time, and now we're making it. And this is the traditional way of making it outside over a real fire. So we have some wood in there that you could see. So here we have vegetable oil in here, and you could also use cottonseed oil or sunflower oil, so it's nice and heated up. Alright, Dad, what do we have here on the table?
We got meat. It's actually a rabbit.
This is rabbit meat.
Rabbit meat. And carrots, tomato, onion, spices, garlic, salt. And rice still inside. So now we're gonna put the meat, some extra meat left.
So what meat do they usually use? Or do you usually use something like
they
this?
use lamb.
Lamb, alright. But it's okay to use other meat?
Yep. Even like a chicken. And it will take like maybe 1 hour 20 minutes.
Nice.
From start to end.
This is my brother helping out also, learning the family tradition. So we want to make sure we cook the meat to get it cooked on the edges. We're not cooking it all the way, just a little bit, and then afterwards we're going to add in the other ingredients so they can finish cooking together. And while we're getting this meat ready, inside we have 3.5 pounds of rice that was washed first, or rinsed, cleaned out, and it's soaking in hot water. That way it's going to get ready to be cooked. And also cleaning it out ensures that when it's going to be cooked, the rice isn't going to all stick together. So those are
tomatoes. It's going to make a nice color. Usually rice is kind of like white, but see the changing color in the oil? Making it like red golden. That's gonna make a good rich color, right?
Yeah.
That's the onion. See already changing color. So we're gonna put the onion. And actually onion gonna dissolve and nothing gonna be left. You cannot see any like small piece of onion. It's gonna be totally gone. Yeah. So some guys like Vadim, he doesn't like onion. And he's not gonna find anything, and he's gonna eat and enjoy the meal, right?
So in here we have about 4.5 pounds of rabbit, and then adding in is going to be, we're going to add 3.5 pounds of rice to the meat here. So usually what is done is an equal amount of meat, equal amount of rice, and of carrots that we're going to add in right now. We like a little bit less carrots, a little bit less rice, and more meat, so that's what we're doing today.
Mediterranean.
Mediterraneans, yep.
Yeah.
Here's Grandpa.
Максим.
How are you doing, Grandpa? There's Mom. Everybody's helping out. So we got 3 generations right there. My grandfather, my dad, and my brother, and me included, passing down plov that we have another generation. My son is inside. Will hopefully come out a little bit later. So we're adding some water to the mixture right now. So that's boiling water, not just cold water. You saw it's from a kettle. Lots of steam, as you can see. So from now on it's going to be cooking like this, almost like in a stew or soup. It's boiling.
So we're going to put the salt, like 1.5 tablespoons.
1.5 tablespoons of salt. Is that going to be enough, or are we going to add more later?
Should be enough. I don't want to make like too much, because we can use something like salt and spices. With spices, we're going to put a lot of spices.
What spices are those? What's the mix?
There's a lot.
We have Grandma here. Hi, Grandma.
There's like 6-7 different spices. Yeah, we're gonna put the garlic.
How many cloves?
Doesn't matter.
Just a head of garlic?
Just yeah.
The more, as much as you want.
Yeah. So we're gonna put more water, and we're gonna start with rice.
How much total water do we have?
It's gonna take something about like 3 liters.
3 liters of water. So we're making a little less air come in, so the fire is gonna burn slower.
And now we're gonna put the rice.
So that's all of our rice right there. Is that the whole 3.5 pounds? All right.
Once it's gonna be almost cooked, we're gonna cover it.
So we're gonna cook it open like this for a while?
Yeah.
Now that the rice is in, all right. And you said once it's almost done, we're gonna close it?
Then keep it still on a kind of on a coal, still cooking for another like 20 minutes. Now we're gonna cook slow for make sure it doesn't gonna like burn inside.
Yeah.
To the bottom of the dish. Oh, this one?
Yeah. Then the woks.
It's like actually it's a cast aluminum.
Cast
Yeah,
aluminum.
It's made in Russia. Then stand like actually the stove itself and everything.
только подъехал, уже слышу, да тянет туда, ну, уже там, значит, началось.
What are you doing right now?
Just making sure it's like the heat going through the rice. I mean all the like water circulation,
Okay.
not like heating just around, just some in the center. Now rice gonna take a lot of water. And water is salty and spicy and
So it's gonna get all the flavor.
yeah.
Is that all of the water in there too already?
Mm-hmm.
The 3 liters of water?
It's actually like when you put the rice, the water it's already like lower, but water should cover the rice for like finger and a
2
half.
finger. Okay.
Yeah. Little bit less than 2 fingers. It depends on the rice.
What kind of rice are we using?
It's rice is Uncle Ben's original, right?
Long grain,
Yeah.
So Uncle Ben's original long grain. Does that work the best?
No,
Out of other
because
stuff?
Uncle Ben's like pre-cooked or half cooked, doesn't take much water, and not easy to adjust the water. See now start boiling in the center because I was like kind of like digging in the center, making like holes in the rice.
Mm.
Yeah, now is like it's gonna bubble in.
Nice. So if you didn't do that, if you didn't make the little slits or holes, it
rice-
wouldn't have bubbled through.
Yeah, and rice doesn't gonna heat like same like everywhere.
Oh, it's
The
gonna
edges.
keep more on the edges, cook
Yeah.
more on the edges.
Yeah. See now rice already is sticking out. That's mean it's taking water and water going down.
So about how long is it gonna sit like this?
It's gonna sit for around like 10 more minutes.
And then we're gonna cover it?
We're gonna cover it. Yep. We're gonna cover it. We're gonna put a towel or cardboard on the top to make sure it's gonna keep a heat inside, and gonna finish cooking.
So while it's cooking right now, can you tell a little bit about the history or anything that you know?
History of plov. Hello, my darling. Uh-huh. Actually, plov can be cooked with raisins, potato.
Added into the rice?
Yeah, and Central Asia, some kind of like, I don't know how to call. Looks like a apple, but it's not an apple.
Guava?
They put yeah. You can put actually anything in it. You can put peas, white peas, the big ones. Yeah,
Горошки.
yeah, and some people can like usually cook without the meat if they wanna kill animal for it or buy. Or actually, if I don't know, it's a long time ago. If people cannot afford it, they just make a rice and more carrots. Yeah.
Do you know where plov originated from? Or is it just the Middle Eastern?
It's Central Asian, but it's Eastern. Yeah, it's like Kazakh, Turkish, Kyrgyz people, Uzbek people. Yeah. It's actually like almost all Muslim countries
Make it.
Yeah, just little bit different recipes. But it's actually the same thing.
So when was the first time that you cooked this? Who taught you how to do it?
First time I cooked this in I think 1991.
That's when I was born?
Yeah, 1991, and one guy, like one person at our church, Uzbekistan, he kind of like tricked me, or I don't know how to explain, and I was left alone in his backyard with all the like stuff, and he said just start it and I will be back, and he's gone. He's singing in a church choir for for a whole service, and that service was actually for Thanksgiving Day. Yeah, and I didn't have a choice. I started and I finished it, and it didn't turn that good like I was supposed to be, but it's fed like 300 people.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a cool story.
Second time I cooked with my brother-in-law 2 different dishes for my youngest sister wedding, and my younger sister wedding for like 200 people maybe, but we did it 2 separate. Yeah. Yeah, it was good.
Nice.
But much easier to cook for smaller, like this one, or even inside for like couple pounds of rice.
So you don't have to make this outside, you can make it inside.
Inside is
on the
easier,
stove.
but outside is it's a huge difference, because you're cooking on a wood, you're cooking on a kind of like wood stove, and it's taking smoke. It's gonna smell and taste much better than you cook inside.
Nice.
See how is like all the like water and juice going down?
You mean there's like less of it?
Yeah. Yeah. And it's boiling everywhere, nice, and so we have enough inside, and it's not fire anymore, but coals. Hot coals, and should be enough.
Let's
to
take a
finish
look.
it. Yeah, it should be enough to finish it. So it's gonna take another like half an hour, and it will be done. What I see here, it's almost time to cover it,
How do you know that?
because see the water level, it's a low.
So the rice soaked it all
yeah,
in?
Yeah, not all, but you know.
Majority.
Yeah, and it's kind of important to cover it in a time when it's ready. Not just like, okay, we're gonna cover it, it's good enough, and no. Because if you cover it earlier than needed, it's gonna make like too much extra liquid in it. But we gotta make sure.
Oh, it's gonna be like watery rice?
Yeah. We gotta make sure it's low enough and some watering still have it to finish good. So now we're gonna.
So how far do you think is it right now?
I feel like.
So I see, we can see a bunch of rice now, not like a soup.
Yeah, see, yeah. I think it's ready to cover it, so we're gonna mix it good enough. We're gonna mix it and cover it. See, still a liquid, right? Still a leaking, kind of like, but it's good enough to cover.
Okay, so most of the moisture is gone.
Yeah.
Then you know it's ready.
Some left, some to finish it,
Yes,
and all the
another-
moisture just gonna like kind of go around. It's gonna go up and kind of start dripping back and finishing. So we're gonna make sure it's a flat, nothing sticking out like chunks of rice, because it's not gonna cook if it's gonna stick out. All the rice flat, everything is wet. Vadim, can you ask Mom where is the towel, please? All right, so we're gonna cover it. Ready?
Yep.
All right, let's cover it. What do you think? That perfect? Nice. All right. So now I'm gonna close sure it's not heating a lot. I'm gonna close it. I don't want to touch it with my hand because it's gonna be a little bit hot. It's beautiful.
So the pot and then the stand that you make the fire in is made specifically just for making this.
Yep.
That's what it's designed for. You can make other stuff, but this is why it was made.
Да, красивая штука, что оно находится весь казан в тепле.
And you can find this kind of pots in the Russian stores. Across the United States.
If you have a Russian store, like a European, sometimes they call them stores. They'll sell them. How much does it run? How much does it cost?
It's cost like $1.99 plus tax. I mean $199.
Is that just for the pan that you cook it in, or
No, it's for
the
whole
the
thing.
set?
Yeah, it goes in a same box, packeted, and everything inside actually. So we're gonna use a towel to keep it heat. Make sure it's heat not gonna.
Making sure that the towel is not touching the base so it doesn't get burned or catch on fire.
So okay, let's say now is 6. Got 6:15, 6:45.
So about a half hour right now.
Half hour, yeah. Half hour.
Is that when it's going to be done, or when we're going to
It's
check
be
on
done.
it?
We're gonna open it and we're gonna mix it one more time, and it's gonna be done.
So it's been a half hour, and we are ready to open it up and take a look.
Okay. See, it's steaming.
Just stirring it, letting all the steam come out.
Just a little. Очень горячий.
Taste test.
Классно.
All right, let us know.
Great, yeah.
Can you taste that it was made outside?
Kind of smoky from the wood, yeah.
All right, man. My turn to test it.
Как на влагу, скажи.
It's definitely good. You were asking how moist it is?
Yeah.
Good, I think.
See,
It's
the
not
rice,
dry.
The rice doesn't stick in together. See, it's just like.
So the rice, yeah, it's not sticky rice. And it's also because you said that we washed it out, rinsed all the rice flour that was in the bag out of the rice ahead of time.
And see the color?
Let's get it a little closer here.
Yeah, it's couple little tomatoes made the color kind of like darker, not just white. Usually it's gonna be white if you not put a tomato.
The tomatoes. So is that the main point of the tomato? Pretty much.
Yeah.
Add a little bit of color.
So
Excellent.
now we're gonna take in. We're gonna bring it inside. Надо будет потом мясо забрать и все. Если кто-то откроет.
Опа, Верочка, посторонись. Плов едет.
Оля.
Are you guys ready?
Конечно, леди, вот смотрим.
Хорошо.
There's a fourth generation, my son.
Хай,
Папа, дедушки, папа.
так, ручкой,
Маша.
Плов, скажи, кролика буду кушать, да? Пахнет, да? Мяско.
Вот здесь самая вкуснятина. А мы его сейчас размолчим. Светлана, сразу чайник, да, желательно.
Чайник уже закипел.
Вот хорошо. Сейчас мы.
Гляньте, какая красота. Ложит наверх.
Ты что ложил, что темный он?
Помидорки.
Помидорки или томат?
Плов варят. Вот это надо посыпать наверх, Юр.
Сейчас.
Яйца.
So we're gonna put some hard-boiled eggs.
Все.
Все вы сделаете?
Ну, давай.
Hard-boiled quail
Quail eggs.
whatever eggs. Yeah, not from ostrich, but anyways, a big enough.
Сколько где вы это дали? Семенами или нет?
Не пойдете больше?
Небесный, слава тебе за милости твои, за любовь твою, что мы имеем возможность быть вместе, вот в этом доме, собраться здесь. Если бы температура могла передать запах, вот это было бы еще лучше. Очень.
That little bowl is for Noah, our son.
У меня твой свет.